by reading a book or on the internet, and then you just sort of have to learn it by doing. The one good thing about a formal education is that it sort of puts you in a building with a bunch of other people who want to make films and gives you time to play around with them. So I think I didn't get a lot out of the academic side of the formal education, but I met all the people I made my short films with, and Gadon, who ended up introducing me to Eve, and so that stuff's important, but if you already have people who will make films with you, it's not important at all.
Right over there.
I don't suppose any of you know, but you might. So what was the recipe of the blood that was in everybody's mouths?
That was actually Caleb's blood. We drained his blood before the film and we stored it in vials, and for additional realism, we sprayed it on everyone. So.
Not every scene, just a few.
And we'll be selling it after the show.
Right over there.
One for Caleb. Did you ever make yourself feel sick on set? And knots and all that?
Sorry.
Yes.
Right over there.
This is for Brandon. What surprised you the most about the critical reception to the film at the world premiere? Like, since this was your debut, like, were there elements of the film that you thought people misunderstood or missed, or were you happy with the reaction?
I don't know. We got a wide variety of reactions, and some of them made a lot of sense, and some of them seemed really insane. So, I don't know.
Is that what you're looking for?
I guess. I mean, I guess it's good to get extreme reactions from people to a point, but I didn't really know what to expect, so I wasn't surprised that way.
Right over here.
Yeah, I have a question for Caleb. After seeing all that, want to get drank later?
Yeah, that's all right. I can use one.
Right over here.
There's a few Scotch bars out here, so maybe that.
This is for Sarah and Caleb. Are you guys worried that one day people are going to try to buy your own diseases?
Are you worried that one day people are going to try to buy your own
They already
diseases?
have.
It's generally not a concern of mine.
Excuse me?
Yes, over there.
I was wondering, why did the viruses have all the faces? That didn't really explain in the movie.
Okay, so she's wondering about the faces on all the viruses.
Well, I mean, it's a bit of a weird technology, I guess. The idea that the face gives you information, and so it's a different type of graphic user interface. But really, I went with that, even though it's confusing, because I like the idea that the viruses also had faces, and so there's this kind of you have the celebrity faces and then these deformed disease faces, and I sort of like how that played against each other.
That makes sense. Over there. Yep.
Okay. I was wondering, when did you get the idea, what was the purpose of all the white? I noticed that all of the rooms were almost entirely...
We read a review, an interview, because I think every interview has those questions.
So I'll just repeat the question so we can hear it.
Yeah, I gotta repeat myself a bit. Wait, what was the question again? The white. It was partly. Part of it was to control the eye of the viewer, and like you have a white clinic and these faces on the walls, and they take on this significance, and it draws the eye to the faces or to the blood. The blood really pops out. So it was partly that, and partly this sort of contrast between the sterile clinical stuff and the dirtier stuff kind of mirrored the, I guess, celebrities as theoretical people, as sort of cultural constructs, and then the actual bodily meat people, celebrities.
Right back there.
Before Malcolm McDowell actually appeared in the movie, I was noticing a lot of similarities between Caleb's character, or physicality of Caleb's character, and that of Malcolm in A Clockwork Orange. Did you take any inspiration from that?
So the question is, did you take any inspiration from Clockwork Orange
From
with
the
this character?
film, yes, just as a human being. Malcolm McDowell, I'd never seen a performance like that. I was 16, so I'm sure it's in the subconscious, but I never would dare to try to imitate Malcolm McDowell and expect to get away with it. So, no, not on purpose.
Right down there.
Well, I would say I'm crazy about celebrities.
He's really obsessed with me.
Yeah, so who is it? We'll talk later. I've got the keys to the fan club. Whatever that means. I don't know. I mean, I think it's sort of meant to be satire rather than predictive. I think we're already at a very crazy place with celebrity obsession, and I don't think what's in the film is that far-fetched, but it's also not really meant to be, the future. It's meant to be sort of a caricature of what I think is already there.
So we have time for one more question. Right, go ahead.
It's actually about the sound and the music. As the producer mentioned, he was really happy the sound was coming out and come out. I thought it was terrific. It was amazing. I was just curious about, for Richard Composer, did you give him anything to go off and say, this is the style I'm looking for, this is what I want, or did you give him free reign?
Well, the composer EC Woodley, Eric Woodley, is here. And yeah, I mean, I think the music's amazing, and I would say it's fair. It was pretty collaborative. I mean, Eric is a great composer, but we also talked a lot, and I kind of sat in with him, so he let me sort of sit by the computer with him sometimes and get into the details. So yeah, it was mostly Eric, but with collaboration elements.
Thanks. So unfortunately, that's all we have time for today. So thank you everyone for coming, and thanks so much to Brandon.